Okay, this should be working now. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing great. Today we're going to be continuing our adventures in Donkey Kong Country 2. And I want to talk a little bit about the Valkyrie Summer event. I'm actually fairly surprised. They also buffed, or I don't know if they buffed Fubuki or they showed a lower level of Harry X during the showcase, but the values we got alive are higher than the ones we got during the showcase, which was fairly surprising. The scaling is still really weird, but I think it's better now. It's a better scaling, but it's still a little bit weird. Before, during the showcase, the highest multiplier was about 900 and something, and now it's over 1000. And the other two were 100 and something percent. And now the second multiplier is about 200%, which is really good. But I don't know how high is her attack when you get like all the stats and stuff. But it should be more competitive now with Minori, even though the small area is really small, so I do not expect her to be like really good everywhere. I'm really hoping that Fubuki will get a lot better in the future, but as it is right now, I think she will struggle to compete with Minori. And the other issue is that Harry X is only 3 hits, so it's not really good in like multi-hit scenarios, except for the fact that I went on about it on the video I made, that Kaiten has a shield skill and maybe Fubuki can pierce through it, but I don't know if piercing through it is like worth, as you will be losing damage on your other characters by not breaking the shield. So unless Fubuki deals like a stupid amount of damage, it's gonna be hard for her to compensate for the damage loss you get from not breaking the shield. But all of that remains to be like tested and seen. I'm pretty sure that in the future though shields will matter, because this feels a little bit like what they did with debuffs. They started introducing debuff characters before we got Gregorius. So I think that's gonna happen now with shields, like shield penetration characters. Now that we're getting, before we get a boss, that shields are important. Also, like, we are kind of due for a new boss. We got Gregorius release a little bit after one of the summer events, so I'm expecting to get a new boss soon-ish. But who knows, like we still haven't had any Kurokage reruns, and that's gonna happen probably, and I'm expecting to get not only a rerun but maybe a Great Wars like they did with Gregorius. We got Gregorius Great Wars before we got the reruns, so who knows, maybe Kurokage is gonna be the first like Great Wars with elastic armor, which will be fun. But yeah, the other character I'm really curious about is gonna be freaking Kana. I think Kana is gonna be really strong against Vina, but we're going to get regular Vina now, not Great Wars. And I don't know if she's gonna completely replace Akane. I think it's gonna be a little bit, but I'm not completely sure. Because the thing with Akane is that she deals explosive damage. So you get a higher debuff, but it has a smaller duration. And you are missing, even if it's not much, you're missing on the damage that Akane deals. So I don't know how it's gonna work. So it's gonna be interesting. I think Torment probably will see a lot of Kana, because Torment Vina is complicated and you need a lot of characters for Torment Vina. So I would not be surprised if that happened. I see probably the chat is broken again, because I see people here, but the chat is not moving, which I'm afraid is broken again. Or maybe people is stuck in the ads, I don't know. Wait a second. Weird. Really weird. This background music is amazing though. I love this game. The music is so good. Another thing that got me curious is that I'm pretty sure that we're going to get a rerun for the SRT Summer, and I'm also pretty sure that we're going to get Moe during that rerun. It would be a wasted opportunity to do an SRT rerun without releasing Moe. She's fairly popular like everywhere, JP and global, so I can really see them putting Moe in the game. Ah crap. Oops. I did an oopsie. Let me check what's happening here. Is chat working? Is chat working? Chat is live. Why is chat not working? Huh. Unless people is getting greeted by an ad that is not done, which could be. That's weird though, because I don't have an ad activated. I mean, I do, but after the stream is done, not during the live stream. And chat says live, so that's participants. What the fuck is happening here? If anyone can try sending a message, because chat seems to be broken. Let's see. Ah, crap. I don't know why chat is not it's not working. I wonder what are they going to do with Moe though? What role? Oh crap. I just keep dying because I'm trying to see what's happening with chat here. But yeah, like Moe, I don't know if she's going to be still a special or if she's gonna be a striker. I don't know why, but I feel like she's going to be a striker. Hello, chat is working. Good, good, good. Because it's been weird. Like when I start the stream, it said live, but it didn't show anything on my preview. So there are some stuff that is broken. I don't know even if the alerts are working and anything. Like stuff is a little bit wonky today, so I apologize in advance for any inconvenience. I hope you are having a great day, and yeah, like how do you feel about the Valkyrie summer event? Because I was saying that the Fubuki got buffed a little bit, unless the showcase was not showing her max level EX, because the multipliers are a little bit higher. The scaling is still a little bit weird with how quickly it goes down between zones, but it's better than before. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to compete with Minori in Gregorius, for example, because the area that deals most of the damage is really small, and that's not gonna hit the whole chorus. maybe like half of it, a little bit more. But I think they are cooking, like they are preparing us for a boss with shields. And yeah, the other thing I think it was the other thing I was thinking about with Fubuki, it was Kaiten. I feel like Kaiten effects, having a shield could make it like a good place for Fubuki, but at the same time, like you're giving up on damage by not breaking it, and Fubuki only deals three instances of damage. So I don't know how worth would it be to run Fubuki on Kaiten, unless like she deals a freak ton of damage. Losing on the damage by not breaking the shield would be not great. And if you're running like a shield breaker at that point, what's the point of Fubuki? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. And the same goes with Bina and Kanna. I think Kanna is gonna be great on Torment, but before Torment I don't think Kanna is gonna replace Akane, because Akane has the damage advantage because of the damage type. So yeah, you give up a little bit on the debuff by using Akane over Kanna, but you still get like the extra damage from the correct damage type. So yeah, like in general, I feel like the Valkyrie Summer characters are pretty good. I think it's a good release. I don't feel like any character, like both Kana and Fubuki, I don't think that they are like useless or bad. I think they will find their niches, but I'm a little bit sad that Kirino feels like her kid does a lot of things, but nothing too well. So I don't think she's gonna find a place anywhere. Maybe in TFS, but it remains to be seen. Like there are better options for TFS too. I'm surprised by how low is the value of her attack buff on the normal skill. Like it's really low. Crap. Needed some water. I'm also interested in seeing the SRT Summer rerun. Like, I feel like Moe is inevitable, and it's gonna be interesting. Hello! Welcome, yeah, it's been a while since you managed to catch it. I'm playing Donkey Kong Country 2. It's a game I used to play a lot when I was a kid. And yeah, like, I wanted to play this while discussing the SRT Summer and the news of Blue Archive in general. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about the Valkyrie Summer characters. The only thing is that I feel like they will find their niches, like Fubuki a lot later. Like, we need a shield heavy boss for her to matter. And Kanna is gonna be good for Torment, but below Torment I don't see it happening. Okay, I need to win this time because I wasted a ton of lives before. So how do you feel about the Valkyrie Summer? I never actually played Donkey Kong games, but I do love nostalgia games. Yeah, like this game, for its time, it was pretty advanced in technology too, because it uses pre-rendered images that then they are transformed into 2D sprites. So that's why, even though it's a game that was released on 1995, crap, the visuals are pretty good. And the music is just amazing. Like, I feel this game is like one of the best platformers ever. Like, bias aside, I feel like this game is just so good. There are not many games that are this good today. It's also a really fair game. It's not like one of those rage games. It's a bit different, but I recently played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Ooh, that's also a good game. Not my favorite Castlevania, but it's a good game. I loved the Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. That was one of my favorite Castlevanias. That was for the DS. And yeah, like, it's one of those games that it feels timeless. You can play it in 10 years and it's gonna still be really good. And it's, yeah, like, yeah, I love Castlevania. I played, my first Castlevania was on Nintendo 64. And then I went back and played the ones on Super Nintendo, which for the time they were amazing. Now I don't think they hold up that well. Where is the accent from? Take a guess. Like, a lot of people think very wild things. Like, my accent is really weird. I don't know why it sounds like that on the mic. Even my voice doesn't sound like this in real life, but I don't know. If it's my mic or something, but it makes me sound like I have a heavy accent. And I'm gonna give you a hint, I'm not Scandinavian or Slavic. So that gives you like a good guiding light. I recently played Dawn of Sorrow. Ooh, yeah, that's a really good one. Portrait of Ruin, I never finished it, but I like that game too. I don't know what would be my favorite Castlevania though. They are all so good. I mean, not all. No, yeah, Order of Ecclesia is definitely my favorite. Yeah, definitely Order of Ecclesia. I'm gonna save because I'm about to lose my last life. I feel like today's games have no excuse if these games are still really good. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm from Italy. Good guess. I'm actually from Italy. You're the first person that actually guesses Italy, which is surprising. I always get this, like, exchange from someone from Scandinavia or something like that. Well then guys, you're ahead of the curve. Like, I think I have never heard Italy as a first guess. Like, people always say, like, I don't know, like Swedish or Russian, like never guess Italy. Like, the closest one is Spain, which is a fairly good guess because I'm half Spanish and I speak Spanish like as my mother tongue. Argentinian, oh nice. I used to live in South America I lived there for many years. So yeah, I speak Spanish with a South American accent. I don't have the Spanish accent. Oh, I forgot a trick here. But yeah, Argentinians, you guys have a similar accent to us because you have a lot of borrowed words from us. Like, you say birra to say beer, which is an Italian word. You say gamba, you say laburo, which is really close to lavoro. So yeah, you have a lot of Italian words in your language, like in your version of Spanish. Also, you have a lot of Italian last names too, like there was a comedian, Listorti. Yeah, Listorti. That comedian was really funny. You're also Argentinian, Murati. It's interesting, like my demographic info on YouTube shows like most of the people that watch us. Oh, you're Turkish. I see. Like, it's really curious because most of the people that watches the videos is from either America or Indonesia, but most of the people that watches the streams are from Europe or South America. Hello, welcome Kubio. How are you doing? Oh crap. Crap. Every time I read chat I died. Yes, this is an old favorite of mine from my childhood. It's Donkey Kong Country 2. It might be dependent on the time of the stream. The thing is that when I started to organize my streams, I tried to find a time that was like in between for both of those countries. So like now in Southeast Asia should be around 10 p.m. and in America it should be around 10 a.m. So it should be like a decent time for both. You died by me. Yeah, true. You killed me. I mean, there is a video of a girl like 30 years or so that it literally sounded Italian. I don't know what girl you're talking about, but I don't know. My accent never gets guessed as Italian. So yeah, it's still really surprising that you both had a grasp of it. But yeah, like in the end, like it's really funny how people consume content. Like like even the people that watches the few shorts I publish every now and then, it's also like very different demographics. But the age groups are more or less the same everywhere. I love the summer crap. I read chat and I died. I love the summer choices. Kana, but gameplay wise they don't seem that interesting. Now Kana and Fubuki, I think they are really interesting, but they are going to be like a little bit delayed. This game is Donkey Kong Country 2, and this is a game from 1995, which is aging me a lot. I love that the skyrocketed Kana fanarts, but I hate they stole Kana from... yeah, the New York Kana looked really good. I agree. But yeah, like Kana with her debuff, she will be a pretty good Torment pick for Vina, like in every armor variant. And Fuki is just on hold, like her value should go up when we get like more shield heavy content, because even in Kaiten I don't think she's gonna be like amazing. Like there is too much value on the line by not breaking the shield. Fest banner interests me a lot. Me too, I agree. And before that we are getting SRT rerun, like very likely. And we are going to get also Overthrow. I died, so I have to do that bonus stage again. We should get SRT rerun and Moe. And Moe is gonna be interesting. I quite frankly wasn't that hype about Dress Hina, so I'm more hopeful about for this. Me too. I know Hina stans are gonna hate me for this, but Hina is not one of my favorite characters. I think she's fine, but it's like I'm not a fan. So yeah, like I was not really that hyped about Hina. Like Dress Kayoko would have been a better anniversary character, but oh well. I like I like her, but I don't like alt for anniversary. That's true too. I would have preferred a new character like with Mika or Wakamo. But also like I don't know, I would have preferred another character. It's not that I do not like Hina. I think she's a good character, but she's not my favorite character. So if I had to pick an alt, I would have picked Dress Aru or Dress Kayoko over Dress Hina. Or even Makoto. They could have done Makoto as an anniversary character. So you get a new character and you still get to do the alts and stuff. And Makoto is really strong, like she's almost anniversary worth strong too, in my opinion. I think she's better than Minori in certain aspects. I could have picked Mika, but lol, back-to-back anniversary Mika sounds hard. No, I don't mean like an alt Mika for anniversary. I mean release a new character like they did with Wakamo and Mika. That's what I meant. I want to kill that guy. Nice. Dead. And we got the collectible coin. That's progress. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think... Like, again, I don't think, like, Hina is a bad character, but... I think releasing an alt as an anniversary character is, like, not my jam. Kuroko. I think you mean Kayoko? Kuroko can't be released, but... Yet, but could found someone. Ah! Okay. Shiroko Terror. She's not gonna be playable. I think people is coping with that. It's extremely unlikely that Shiroko Terror will be ever playable. Like they will be desperate for money if they when they do that. Yeah, I didn't know people called Shiroko Terror Kuroko. It makes sense, but I didn't know that. I think she will be because they're foreshadowing of removing chroma thing. You could be right. You could be right. Never thought about that. Oh crap. But yeah, like in general, as disappointed as I was about not having Samerarius, I am happy with Summer Valkyrie. I think they are good characters, like kit-wise, design-wise. I also like them as characters, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, like I can't deny it was a little bit disappointing. I'm picking Mika alt for 3.5 anniversary. People sound confident, so confident saying it must be Saori or Atsuko. My bet is Summer Mika or Summer Asusa. No, Summer Asusa. Oh, Summer Asusa 2. No, I don't think they are going to do 2 Summer alts for one character. Summer Arius will probably be the pre-fest banners, because you know we always have the fest banner, and before that we get a 10-day run of 2 banners, and we get 100 free pulls with those. I think Summer Arius will be in that slot, pre-fest, and fest should be either Mika or Saori. Crap. Yeah, but I mean, coping is free, so yeah, we can cope. I'm being honest, I would much prefer we get Battle Hoshino, So, and Shupogakis at 3.5. I get where you are coming from with that, but you have to remember that Summer 3.5 and Summer events are like spin-offs. So I don't think they are going to release in characters that are that important during the summer event. But I think after summer is very likely we get that. I mean, if you release Summer Mika, Summer Nagis after that, and Summer Seiya before normal Seiya, Seiya is going to be probably 4th anniversary. I don't see Seiya happening before 4th anniversary. And I know a lot of people is scoping about Seiya soon, but I have a hard time believing Seiya is going to be soon. Ah crap, ooh, that was close. Also, I've seen a lot of people talking about Summer Nagisa, and for some reason I'm starting to believe it's possible. But I don't know. I feel like it's so unlikely. But at the same time, I feel like some stuff has been hinting towards it. Like they have shown some images that make me believe that Summer Nagisa has a chance, but it's unlikely. It's really unlikely. I'm thinking Summer Arius plus Mika for the second part of the summer. The only thing is that promo image for the 3.5 stream is like completely off every guess everyone has, like Kazusa and like Fubuki and Kayoko with the white dresses, like. But I don't think they are going to do those characters. Like Fubuki just got an alt, and same with Kazusa with the Vant alt. It would be like super weird to get like 2 times alts for characters that already have recent alts. So I'm really hoping and expecting Arius for the July 21st. Nagisa released it right next to Mika, so Summer Nagisa is pretty possible. I mean, yeah, that would be so funny. Yeah, it would be funny if they if they released an alt for Seiya before regular Seiya. I agree, but I don't know, guys. Like the PV5 hinted Summer Arius so heavily, and like people was not happy about Summer Valkyrie initially. Everyone was like, okay, but this is not Arius. And I don't think they are not going to do Arius. It's impossible to know, but it feels unlikely that they don't do Arius. Oh crap. I messed up. I messed up my jump. I want to get that bonus. I think Arius as well. Yeah, it's Arius. I'm like 99% sure. No, well, 99 is too much. 90% sure. Freaking hell. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you feeling about the Summer Valkyrie? Are you liking the event? Are you liking the characters? My problem is that they showed Dress Saori and that design is fire as hell. Yeah, true. Dress Saori was amazing. I was really expecting them to address Saori like in the second part of the event, and man, I was disappointed. I was so disappointed. Oh, nice. That jump is really hard. That's true. I kind of prefer it over Summer. But one thing does not exclude the other. Like we could get Dressauri later in the year, anyways. Ah, crap. In the end, it's half a year distant from here, so it could happen. As much as I want Summer Arius, it would be boring to have another anniversary be alt when we already have Dress Hina as 3rd anniversary student. That's true. But yeah, double alts like a year or two. Never been so soon, no? 2 alts foreshadowed. It's interesting what you say, because it's true that we got an alt for the third anniversary. So there is a chance that they release a new character for the 3.5, but it would feel a little bit disjointed from the summer theme of the event. So I don't know, unless they release a new character straight into an alt form. But yeah, Sirius Hoshin is also an alt. It's interesting. Like, I really don't know how they are going to do this. Let me save before we go into the boss. This boss is a pain in the ass. Shiroko Terror. I feel like Shiroko Terror is unlikely to be soon. You can do both. New character, alt, say a swimsuit. You heard it here first. Who knows? Like, there are so many possibilities, and let's be honest, guys. No one was expecting Dress Hina for the anniversary. Everyone was expecting a new character, so now all expectations feel a little bit like it's hard to predict stuff now. Like, until the third anniversary, I was pretty spot on with my predictions. I predicted Summer SRT, like to the dot, and then from the third anniversary onwards, my predictions have been gone to shit. I expected the rest of the Pandemonium Society to become playable for the third. I mean, we got Makoto, and I'm expecting that we are going to get Satsuki, and I don't remember the other one. But I'm expecting Satsuki to be like by the end of the year, probably. Hello, welcome. What was her name? Satsuki and come on, my memory is so faulty. Chiaki, yeah, Chiaki. I like actually Chiaki more than Satsuki, so it's funny that I forget her name always. Yeah, Chiaki. I expect Chiaki and Satsuki to be released like this year, towards November probably. Kind of surprising, So or Chupogaki are still released. I think Chupogaki are not going to be released as playable characters. I'm expecting So to be a playable character around September or October, but Chupogaki sounds extremely unlikely. So if you ask me, like my guess would be like So, like during the first half of the last part of the year, like the last quarter, first half should be So. They feel like NPCs. Shipogaki, they feel like NPC. Like, I feel like Shupogaki are like Aoi. Like, I don't think they are going to be playable. So seems pretty popular for an unreleased character, yeah. Also, like, given the context in which the Shupogaki were shown, they feel like enemies, they don't feel like playable characters. But yeah, So is likely to be released. So is really likely to be released. To be honest, I care more about So. Yeah, I think So is more like, she's more likely to be released. Like, there is even I mean, the Arius squad used to be enemies and they became playable. Yeah, but the role of the Arius squad in the story was a lot more important than Shupogaki. Like, they were not simple grunts. You know what I mean? The Shupogaki feel like regular enemies. They don't feel like the Arius squad. This is the greatest 2D platformer of all time. This is not up for debate. I completely agree. I agree. I was saying that before. This game is a masterclass on platforming, and there are no games like this anymore. This is my favorite platformer ever. Like, I love this game. So, or that underground dude were more proper battles. True, true. Like, I don't know, like, the Shupogaki are popular, are funny, but they feel more like background characters. I don't think they have that much of an important role in the story. And don't get me wrong, I like them, I think they are funny. But I don't think they have the weight in the story to be playable characters. I don't know. If they were to release characters for popularity, we would have gotten Rio like ages ago. Rio is probably one of the most popular characters in the game, and for good reason. Like, Rio looks amazing. Rio or Kisaki. True. But yeah, like, yeah, but Rio has a proper character development. Exactly, like, that's why I feel also like the Shupogaki are not that likely. It's not like they have done too much to give that impression like they are going to be released. But that's my opinion, I could be wrong, obviously. I also haven't kept fully with the story, so there is stuff I'm not that sure about. One thing I'm sure about is that we are getting Moe for this summer, like swimsuit Moe. It's impossible that we don't get swimsuit Moe. I almost died there. Let me kill that first. And it's gonna be interesting, like, all the SRT summer characters are really good right now. So it's gonna be interesting if they are gonna keep it up with Moe. By the way, Sherlock, have you seen the Kazusa shorts? Yeah, I was sad that they were over. And the last one was like, it was funny and very cute. I hate Rio with all my soul. If she was an anniversary character, I would pull only because she was anniversary and probably meta. Why do you hate Rio? You're the first person I see that hates Rio. That's really the first time I see someone that hates Rio. She's not evil, she's just dumb. I'm also sad, lol. Hopefully next person is as interesting as Kazusa. Yeah, a lot of people hate Rio though. Really? I have never seen people hating on Rio. This is the first time I hear about people hating on Rio.
Pyong, pyong.
Oh, hello, welcome. Wait. Was that a subscription or a member? I think that's a subscription. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Welcome. Wait, now I cannot see chat. Where is chat? There it is. Okay. Maybe before volume F. After that, people started to like her a lot. In my Spanish speaker guild, we agree that we pardon Rio because she's hot. ¿Es verdad? Es muy atractiva. Creo que todos están de acuerdo. Okay, enough Spanish. I've still seen people hate Rio after volume F. I don't know, like, from what I've seen, Rio is stupidly popular. It doesn't feel like even close to other characters with how popular she is. Oh crap, this jump is super hard to make. Some people hate her, sure, but she's more liked than hate. Yeah, true. She's one of the most popular NPCs. Oh, nice. I made it. That jump is really hard, guys. You can imagine how hard that jump it is. It's a lot harder than the actual bonus stage. Next one is either Seiya or Kisaki. Yeah, popularity wise I think Seiya is more popular than Kisaki, but I could be wrong. Community sentiment is really hard to gauge. You have to consider that everyone partakes in different communities due to language and like servers, so from what I've seen, I try to interface with like the English speaking community and the Japanese speaking community, and the popularity of characters changes a lot from one to the next. Kisaki, yeah, she has fell a little bit in popularity. JP doesn't, like, I haven't seen too much about Kisaki in JP. And in English, even less, to be honest. While Seiya is like very dominant in both. They don't use her for some reason. I don't know. Kisaki is a weird character. She plays a big role in the Dragon and Tortoise stuff, and like she seems important for that academy. I cannot pronounce the name, so I'm not even gonna try it. But I don't know, like she feels a little bit like Kusunoha, where we don't get too much about Kusunoha. We know Kusunoha is important, but that's all we know about her. Her nick is Black Monarch, and she's a big deal, like she's a big shot. The thing is that, like Kusunoha, we know she's important, but more than that, it's like very obscure what we know. Even in Hakiako, like the students think about Kusunoha as a legend. Some think that she's not real, while she is, and she's in that weird portal. Yeah, exactly, and Kisaki is in a little bit of the same realm as Kusunoha. The thing is that Kisaki is less interesting than Kusunoha, because Kisaki looks like a mafia boss, and Kusunoha is like a mythic. It has like this mythical air around her, you know? She's like a thing of legends, and she's like in this space that is weird and fantastic. Yeah, Kusunoha is one of the most interesting NPCs, for sure. And that's the thing, that it's hard to know how popular is a character when maybe they are popular when they are shown and then they fade off and then they are popular again, but also like it depends a lot on the role, you know? Also has a connection to Seiya. I don't know. I think it's more likely that we get Kusunoha and Nagusa as a pair in a banner than Kusunoha and Seiya. But that could be wrong too. Like, it's really complicated. And I really want Nagusa to be a character. I cannot wait for Nagusa to be a character. Like, game, please. Give me Nagusa soon. 4th anniversary Nagusa, please. Nagusa is amazing. She's an amazing character. The leader of Hakyako. You mean like the equivalent of the Tea Party? Because it feels like the Yin Yang Club is like the equivalent of the Tea Party and Miya is like the head of it. But Hakyako is complicated because it was really segmented. Hakyako is very segmented. Like the Hyaka Ryonan was like the authority that kept... like the Hyaka Ryonan was like the Tea Party. They were like the figure of authority. But now Miya feels like she's like the head of stuff because she was giving the orders up and down. So it's really complicated. Hakyako is a very segmented academy.
뿅, 뿅.
Welcome. Ibisa's tweet. I cannot fully see the alerts, so I'm sorry if I cannot read the names, but welcome and thank you for subbing to the channel. Ayame... Yeah, that was her name, but Ayame is dead. Like, she's dead, like very dead. She's dust. She's not even a corpse, she's dust. So she's not going to make an appearance anytime soon. Ayame is dead. Oh guys, oh I'm so sorry. You haven't finished the Hakyako story, guys? Or you didn't pay attention? More dead than Yume. She's more dead than Yume. Like, Yume's alive compared to Ayame. Like... Oh... Should I explain why she's mega dead? Like, super dead? It's gonna be very heavy spoilers, but I'm gonna die here because I need the other monkey. Okay, so what happened is that they explain that Nagusa was with Ayame in the snow, and Ayame was absorbed into this portal that was opened by the spider lady. I cannot remember her name. And when she was being dragged by this thing, Nagusa tried barely to save her. And that's why her arm is like that, like it's mostly gone. It may heal, but it's mostly gone. And they said that there is no coming back from there. And considering the damage that Nagusa got on her arm, I cannot see Ayame being alive in any way. Like, she should be... Like, if something remains of Ayame... Crap. It's like... Probably like Koal. Like, it's... I don't see Ayame being alive. It's unlikely, if not impossible. Yeah, because Ayame was... Yeah. Ayame was completely absorbed by it. It's not like she was hurt by it. She was actually like eaten by that thing. So Ayame is worse than dead. Like, dead would be good compared to what happened to Ayame. It's like... It's very complicated. I don't remember all the details, but the spider lady has this stuff that can do very bad stuff to you. And yeah, Ayame is like probably dust right now. Yume died in the desert, but Ayame died in a nightmare. And it's not a metaphor, like she literally died in a nightmare. So yeah, like, I don't see how she could be alive. Yeah, exactly, that's very rough. Ah crap, I missed the barrel for the half point. Okay, I have to do it in one go because I didn't get the half point. Yeah, I mean, Yume also had a pretty terrible death, like... Ah crap. She died in the desert without any water, like she was dry as a... She was very dry when she was found. She was dry as sand, so... Yeah, she didn't have a good death either, but I don't know. Yume... Ah crap. Yume death is... Yeah, I surprised. That's one thing about Blue Archive I like a lot. They touch on topics like death and depression and other stuff in such a real way, and they're like not afraid to say this character is dead. Like even being like that fairly idyllic world, they are still like, yeah, but there are issues and we're not going to hide them. Ah crap. Kenjaku Yume. So here's the thing, guys. I've seen a lot of people saying that, oh, they maybe resurrect Yume, or like they bring her back in time, or like some time traveling shenanigans. I don't want them to revive characters. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like when you revive characters and you take away the weight of death, and death becomes meaningless, stories also lose a lot of meaning. It's like, I know this may be like not the best example, but I think it's a pretty good example for this. It's like Dragon Ball. When Goku dies for the first time, it's pretty sad. But then when they can resurrect Goku, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter because we can bring him back. And then it's like, okay, we can do it one time, so it's still sad. But then there is no limit, so that is weightless now. And when that is weightless, like, it's like it gets boring because there is no scenario that is bad enough for you to actually care, because even if they die, they can be brought back. That's why I don't want them to resurrect character. Who is the girl captured by the Kamatron sisters? Who is the girl captured by the Kamatron sisters? I don't know. I may be... I don't know what character you're talking about. Well, I suppose in that case Yume's body would be controlled by someone, but that's why I'm thankful Seiya was never actually killed. Yeah. Ah crap. That's the other thing, that some people interpreted Seiya being like she died and brought back. She didn't die. She was like in a coma. Ah crap. The wind makes everything so hard here. But yeah, like, I don't want a resurrection shenanigans. I don't mind like tribute characters. You know, sometimes they bring back characters as ghosts, like, or like as a tribute to this character, but or like as a memory. I don't mind that, but reviving characters I don't like. If Yume becomes playable, I hope it's not true resurrection. That's all I want. Beatrice will never come back. Oh crap. By the way, Sherlock, do you think Hoshino is gonna continue the gauntlet to beat Hina? I think she will go through it, but she will not beat Hina. Like, she will lose to Hina on purpose. I think Hoshino is stronger than Hina. And yeah, Beatrix is not coming back, which is sad. But, you know, it's the fate of the villains. Oh crap, I died again. Yeah, Hoshino is stronger than Hina. That's the other thing that I feel like how power is measured in Blue Archive is really weird. It's hard to know what character is stronger than who. But I feel like Hina is maybe the strongest in Gehenna. Or maybe she has that reputation, but she's not actually the strongest, I don't know. But I don't feel like she's that strong. And Mika should be like a lot stronger than Hina, to be honest. Given the events of the squad story arc. So yeah, I also think Mika is stronger than Hina. Yeah, exactly. Like I think that Hina is really strong and everything, but I don't think she's like the strongest. People actually don't think Mika is that strong for some reason. Mika, it's probably one of the most underrated characters in that sense. Because yeah, they call her like the gorilla princess and all that stuff. Like, she's really strong, and people think that Mika is dumb, but Mika is also really smart. She plays dumb a lot, and you can see hints of it. Like, you can see hints of Mika being really smart through the story, because she sometimes like receives certain comments or says certain stuff in a tone that she's letting you know, I know better. Like, I have this under control, not you. Yeah, she uses like 20 tactics against Arius' squad. Yeah, like Mika is super strong, she's really smart, but she plays dumb because she's like... she plays a character, like she doesn't want people to take her too seriously. Like, that's her goal. Like, she's actually having people to play into her hand. That's Mika. Mika is a scheming, devious character. She's not dumb, she's really devious. She's holding back for like 90% of the volume 3. Yeah, like, that's fair. Mika, it's just stupidly strong. I don't think we know how strong Mika really is. She outsmarts everyone for some reason in volume 3. Yeah, exactly. Like, Mika plays dumb, but she's not dumb at all. Oh crap, I died. Like, Aru, she's dumb, but Aru being dumb, it's part of her character. Like, she's funny dumb. Mika is devious dumb, you know. Hanako calls her as strong as Tsurugi even before she sees how Mika is strong. Hanako talked to Mika. There is a very interesting piece of dialogue, and she says, I think you are as strong as Hina, or maybe stronger. And Mika says, as it looks at her, like, laughing, saying, ooh, who knows? Like, she knows she's stronger than Hina. Mika knows, like... Ah, crap. I keep dying to that. So yeah, like, it's... Mika is one of those characters that she calls herself the strongest too, actually. Mika is like either Hoshin or Mika, if you ask me. I'm very torn between Mika and Hoshino, who's stronger. And I will throw you a curveball. There may be a stronger character. there may be a stronger character than both of them, but it's hard to know. Well, physically, at least, it would make sense to be Alice, because Alice is a robot. Now, combat-wise, Alice doesn't have combat experience, so she's not very smart combat-wise, but Alice should be the strongest physically. Oh crap. Too long. Jumped too long. Yes, Alice is probably the strongest character from a physical strength point of view. Oh crap, I didn't save. I have to do the boss again. Oh, sheesh. But, oh, you know, it's a good chance actually. I like these stages. Honestly, Alice has a whole bad end for herself. What do you mean? There is one more cheating candidate. Who? What? What do you mean? You got me intrigued. What do you mean by cheating candidates? In PV4, the bad end for Alice, where she's destroying everything. Oh, the key arc. Chiroko Terror is also extremely strong. I don't think Chiroko Terror is that strong, to be honest. But I may be crazy for that, to be honest. Chiroko Terror is a weird character. She's kinda easily defeated by normal Chiroko, like Hoshino. Also has a weird portal hacks. She easily defeats Chiroko and... okay. Yeah, that's why I don't know, like... Chiroko Terror is a really weird character. It's hard to measure. I don't remember. Oh, okay, I remember well. I don't remember which barrel was the best. But yeah, like, that's one great thing about Blue Archive. All the characters have like interesting beats, so it's really hard to have any definitive answer to anything in Blue Archive. Oh crap, I walk too far. One thing that is unfortunate about the Tea Party is... Seiya had Future Sight, and Mika has Pure Power, and Nagisa has nothing. Oh, you're wrong about that. Nagisa has something. Nagisa is literally a genius, like she's a prodigy. Like... she's a prodigy. Oh, crap. I miscalculated that. But yeah, like, she's a prodigy, so... we don't really know what she's capable of. Supernatural. But Mika doesn't have supernatural strength. Mika is just stupidly strong compared to most, but she's not like supernatural. Or maybe she is, I don't know. I mean, she broke a wall with a punch, so she may be supernaturally strong. You're right. I never thought about it in that regard. Like, everything, like, we are in a fantasy world anyway, so I didn't think about her strength as supernatural. It felt like part of the world. She's probably the top one, yeah. Like, physically, yeah. She's probably... she's probably only behind Alice in physical power. But Alice is not even human, so... I don't know how fair a comparison with Alice could be. And yeah, it's Alice, not Arisu. I hate when it... Like, I get it, like, it's localized and whatever, but it's not Aris, it's Alice. Also, it's just not right. It's not Aris, it's Alice. That's how they write Alice in Japanese. Arisu is literally Alice in Japanese. Also, they gave her that because it's like a reference to Alice in Wonderland, because she's always is in a fantasy in her head. So Alice is actually a reference to Alice in Wonderland. That's why Aris makes no sense. Seiya actually had supernatural power. Students don't have something... Yeah. No, Seiya, yeah. Seiya had a supernatural power, like future sight. But I never thought about Mika being supernatural. Yeah, like... it's... Aris doesn't make sense. It's just... It loses the meaning of the name. It's a reference to Alice in Wonderland, so calling her Aris, it's devoiding her name of meaning. And people may disagree on that, but that's the reality. Like, Blue Archive has a ton of pop culture references. Like, there is one... They even make jokes about the video card scalping problem we had during COVID. Like it's full of references. So yeah, like, I will never call Alice Aris because she's not Aris, she's Alice. That's her name. And it's funny because people in Reddit gets like pissed. No, like, she's Aris. Like, no. Reddit, don't be dumb. Aris is not a name. And the argument of Aris being written on the weapon is the model of the weapon. It may serve as inspiration, but you don't call a person Aris. Like, they are trying to hide her identity as a robot. Why they would give her a non-human name? Hinata beats Mika? No, that's stupid. Hinata is strong, but she doesn't beat Mika. Hinata is probably the strongest non, and yeah, like, she's the strongest noon and whatever, but she's not beating Mika. Like, if they punch, Mika is winning every day. They undersell Mika for some reason. Because people, like, you have... Mika is one of those very polarizing characters, you know? People either hates Mika or loves Mika. And I died again and lost all my lives. I don't know why Mika is so polarizing though. I think she's a great character. Her character development too was amazing. like she went through so many phases of her character in one arc that I think she's one of the best developed characters in the game. She went from almost a murderer to a criminal that was chased while she was believing she was evil to a redemption arc. Like, there was so much stuff going on in Mika. In the game, Hanako says the whole Nuns Volume 3 squad and Sensei would lose against Mika. Yeah, Ryu's also hated for this exact same reason, but more extreme. Yeah, like, Hanako is also one character that she may be horny and stupid, but she's stupidly smart. And I know what I said just seems very stupid itself, but she's really devious. Bye, Kubio. See ya. Thanks for coming. But yeah, like, Hanako is smart as fuck. She's just too horny to show how smart she is. Hanako top 3 smartest? Maybe. I don't see many characters in the game that show how smart they are. Yuka is dumb. She's a calculator, but she's dumb. So I don't know who could be smartest than Nia is a genius, but she's more devious than smart. I don't know. Nia, I really like Nia as a character. I want her to be playable, but yeah, no, Nia is really smart too. Nia is amazing. Yeah, true. Wait, you can see more of her. There you go. It's not the same, but it's something. Maybe Hanako post not clarity could be smarter than anyone. True. That's very true. She gets like illuminated. Ah, crap. But yeah, like Hanako is scary smart, and she's also really strong. She's just too horny. She's too busy being horny to show her brain and her strength. Sei is also pretty smart, but I don't think Sei is smart. I think she's average. Future Sight, it's cheating. I agree. Nagisa is smart. And yeah, Nagisa is smart. She's the smartest of the Tea Party. Like, if you have to characterize the Tea Party, you have Nagisa is the brains, Mika is the muscle, and Sei is the face. That's how I would characterize the Tea Party. I think that's pretty fair, yeah. Like, Seiya is the face of the Tea Party, and Nagisa is the smart one. And Mika is the muscle, she punches and takes care of bad people. Like, people doesn't seem to remember that while everyone was struggling against the Saint Justina nuns, those blue nuns, Mika was holding a full army of those alone. She was willing to die for the cause and everything because they were infinite, and obviously she would get tired at some point, but Mika was holding the line. Seiya also kinda keeps the team together and went AFK and everything went to shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, I like that every group in Blue Archive has like very defined characters, you know. Like even the Problem Solver 68. Aru is the boss, but she's very dumb. Mutsuki is devious and the troublemaker. Kayoko is the one that keeps everything tied together. And Haruka is just Haruka. Like even the group, that's really funny and really sad. Like even the other like members of the Problem Solver 68 is like they introduce themselves and then Haruka is Haruka. Haruka is not even introduced. But she's part of the group. They forget Haruka. That was sad and funny. True. But it feels like they are skipping Haruka. It's not like they are forgetting about her, they are skipping her on purpose. Maybe because Haruka is like very extreme on her resolve, you know? Like, every group has that. Like, Himari is like the super genius elf cute hacker. Chihiro is like the mom of the group. And the Kotama, Maki, and Hare are like the three little sisters, you know. Hoshino cause more problems than do something well, to be honest. Hoshino is like the... It's like the... How you say it? It's like their ace under the sleeve, you know, when they are like in a very tight spot, Hoshino saves the day. Ah, crap. I'm not focused at all in the game. But yeah. Yeah. She's like similar in role to Mika. Her role is the muscle. But I want to see more of the Hakyako story. I really want to know what happens with Nagusa later. Like now that she's like in a better mental space, I want to see what's gonna happen. And I want to know if she's gonna be in-game and super OP. I expect her to be super OP. Even with a bad arm, she seems to be OP, like... But Haruka is my favorite one, but I see she's very dangerous as a person without the Problem Solver 68 keeping her in check. She doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. Yeah, true. My game crashes while raising a student. Wow. But can you... I mean, I don't know if you have a computer though. I mean, everyone has a computer, so it would be weird if you don't, but I don't know if you can emulate the game. It's not that heavy, but it's not that light either. Emulating a system is never the easiest task, because you are emulating Android when you use like LDP player and stuff like that. I can watch YouTube on, yeah, but emulating is beyond my power. I see. No, but like if you can run an Android emulator on your computer, it should be easier for you to play VA. But I don't know what kind of computer do you have. Like, if your hardware is like too old, you may not even be able to, because emulation is not always possible. Like with my old laptop, I couldn't emulate because my hardware was just too old. It was not compatible with the requirements for the emulator. So yeah, emulation could be a solution for you. or getting a cheap modern tablet maybe, or upgrading your phone, but all of those cost money, and I know money is tight for everyone right now. I can emulate games, but mobile games are rough for some reason. So here's the thing: emulating games like Super Nintendo games or like DS games or whatever, it's easier because what I mean, when you emulate Android, when you emulate a phone game, you have to emulate a system, which is Android. When you're emulating a game like this, you are just translating a coding language to one that the computer can interpret. That's why emulating Android is not that easy, because you have to emulate the whole system. You're emulating a phone that has an amount of RAM, an amount of processing power, so it's a lot heavier. Like when you go to the settings of LD Player or like BlueStacks, you can even see the model you're emulating. You can see how much RAM do you want to dedicate to this emulated machine. You can see how many cores of your processor you want to assign to it. So emulating is a pretty heavy task when it comes to emulating an Android system. Sorry, needed to drink some water. But yeah, like, it's understandable. Also, it requires a lot of space in your disk or SSD, whatever you're using. Like, it requires a lot of space, and for some reason, it requires to be like most of the files of the emulator go to the boot drive, because it's where your system is installed, and there are libraries that are required for it and stuff. So if your boot drive is small, you will have issues with that too. I have 24K, but Makoto sadly doesn't seem to be possible unless I get lucky in the 100 pulls. I have 47K, and yeah, like, I will get Makoto and I will have to skip Ako again. I'm so sad though. And I hope to get lucky and be able to save, because I really want to get Dressaru and Dreskayoko. Not only because they are good, but because I like those characters a lot. I would have been able to get Makoto if my phone wasn't fucked before. Oh, true, you have a time with your phone away. I'm playing so bad in a boss that I have killed 1,000 times. It's not even that hard of a boss. I'm just playing like ass. This game seems hard as hell. I've been vibing it. Yeah, it's not an easy game, but it's not as hard as it looks right now. At least not this part. Gameplay is really smooth, yeah. Like I said, this game is the best platformer ever made. And like, people may say, oh, but what about this, what about that? This is a game from 1995, guys. A game from 1995. And it has mechanics that other games are taking from this game. And Castlevania feels like this too. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened to current games either. Like, the quality of these games, like this era of gaming, is just so high. Like, I haven't played a platformer that feels as good as this one. Gameplay is smooth. everything feels fair. Hitboxes are perfect. Like the variety of stuff you can do, like with the animal companions and all that stuff. Like this game, it's truly one of a kind. Even the graphics are so good, it doesn't feel old. Yeah, because they did something that at the time was an incredible technological advancement. They used pre-rendered graphics, like they took for the backgrounds. They took 3D images, they rendered them, and they transformed them into 2D sprites. That's why they could get all those like very high quality backgrounds. And the animations, well, it's just really smooth, really well done. There is no way around it. Like quality, it's just, this game is just quality. I wish they made more games like this. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you can play it on Nintendo Switch Online. I will try to save. I need to get to the save point. Or I could cheat save, but you don't want me to cheat save, don't you? But yeah, I will try to save. Or I could cheat save. Let's see. I'll play safer. The thing is that I'm really bad at streaming games. The stuff that I can normally do, like with no effort, becomes so hard when I'm streaming. Because I'm reading chat and I'm trying to, like, I get a little bit nervous, to be honest. I enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of streaming games, especially games like these, where like I can show something that may be obscure right now. Like a lot of people do not even know this game exists. Talking while playing is brutal, let alone reading it. Pay no mind to fails. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't mind failing. Like, if you guys wanted to see like pro gaming, you wouldn't be watching this stream. I know the expectation is not that, so in that sense, I'm fine. But it's still a little bit, I don't know. I'm pretty shy as it is, so having to do something live, even if I try not to care about failing, is still a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, I like seeing people fail more anyways, lol. Yeah, it can be funny. Also, it depends, like, people that fails it and gets mad, it's fun for like 5 minutes. People that fails but like the vibe is good. If the vibes are good, everything's good. And I think we have good vibes here. Everyone is pretty chill, the conversation is moving along, like, I enjoy it a lot. Especially because I don't know much people, like in real life I don't know anyone that plays Blue Archive. So having the chance to discuss all this stuff that is pretty nerdy about Blue Archive or like games in general, it's fun. It's something that I don't have the chance to do on a daily basis, so I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you enjoy it too. Like, I want this stream to be a space for that, you know? Like, oh shit. Oh no, I forgot to save. I mean, I could not save. Or could I? Yeah, I could actually. I could have gone back a world and saved. Okay. This time though, I will hit the B on one try. No, I'm gonna do it on the first try. I'm not throwing for content this time. Kappa. Very big kappa. You've been failing on purpose. It's about to get serious. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I actually focus, I can finish this game in 2 hours. Like, all the stages, all the bosses, I can finish it in 2 hours. Like, bonus stages included, like, I can finish it in 2 hours. But I'm not speed running it. I'm trying to enjoy myself. So, but I'm gonna actually kill the boss quick this time. Hopefully, if I don't choke, like I always do. Yeah, exactly. Chat is here to sabotage me. Can you imagine if I could, like, code a thing that allowed you to sabotage my run, like, input stuff every now and then to try and make me fail? That would be a rage game. Crap. Crap. Okay. The bee went full aggro, chasing me now. Ooh, first try. Come on. Easy peasy. Yeah, that would be brutal, because this game is all about precise inputs. So if people could randomly input stuff into my game, that would be horrible. Now, what I forgot to do is this. I can go back and save, but I don't have coins, so it doesn't make any difference, because it takes 2 coins. But what I can do is go into a stage that has coins early, pick up the coins, go back, and save. And I think there are coins here. The first time in each world is free. From the second onwards, it takes 2 coins. If I recall correctly, there should be coins here. And I don't recall correctly. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I'm a genius. You saw it here first. So now, this game allows you to press start and select to leave the stage. And now I can go back to it, take the second coin and save. And then you have to get more coins to get off this world and go to the next one. The punishment for forgetting to save multiple times and coming back to this world multiple times. Also, like, if you die too many times and run out of lives, you lose all your coins. So yeah, there is a price for failing, but now I don't have to worry about the bee anymore. Freaking bee. Let's see how... I don't remember how many coins it takes to leave the world. I think it's free one time. 2 coins too. Crap. These games weren't fucking around with players. True. These games are just so good. Okay, this is not the stage to get coins. I don't want to go back to the other stage though, but we're going to do that. Can I get these coins without both monkeys? No, I cannot. But I can get a monkey here and go for the coin. But yeah, like, this game is really good. Like, everything is just perfect. Like, this kind of mechanic you see in modern games now. Like, this game is the father of so many things. People don't even know because they are too young. Fuck, I'm starting to sound old. There were very little loading times as well. Not to mention how small they are. Yeah, this game is like 20 megabytes and has more content and better quality content than games that nowadays are like 20 gigabytes. So yeah, this era of gaming was just amazing, was so good. Mega Man is from this era of gaming, and people seem to forget, like, Mega Man, Castlevania, Metroid. We have Metroidvania as a genre of gaming, you know. Oh crap. But people now assumes, okay, Metroidvania, a new Metroidvania game. Okay, but do you know where that comes from? From Metroid, from Castlevania. And people do not even know Metroid and Castlevania. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like modern platformers should go back a little bit. Like, I feel they have tried to push too much into stuff, and they have forgotten like the beauty of simplicity. This game is just beautiful because of how simple it is. Like everyone is trying to make the next big game with epic music, and like everything has to be big and grandiose. But you know, simple things can be more amazing and more fun. Like the simplicity of these games is what makes them special. Yeah, like this game came out like a year or two after the first one, like, and it was made by what, 20 people, if that. And now you have studios with hundreds of people to make mediocre games that cost 70 euros for a game that you will enjoy for a couple hours and then get bored of it because it's the same of every other game. I don't mind worse graphics or reuse assets if I get a new game in 2 years. I mean, I don't mind the graphics, and reusing assets, it depends how it's done, because sometimes it feels lazy. It feels like they are doing it just to save costs, which is understandable, but it doesn't make for like a good excuse if the game is bad. If you're doing a good game and you're reusing assets because it makes sense to do so, like, okay, but sometimes they do some really bad, stupid shit. Like, some decisions in design make no sense today. Yeah, that's the difference. It needs to have a good reason. Castlevania had the same assets for years, if I recall correctly. Castlevania reused many assets many times, that's true. This game also has reused assets. Like, the enemies are mostly the same of the first game. Like, there is a lot that it's from the first game, but it makes sense. And for as many things that are back from the original game, there are that many things that are new. And I don't feel like, for example, with this game, I don't feel like they are reused. I feel like they are back, you know? It's not the same feeling. When you see something that is reused, it's like, okay, they are just chipping out. But when you see something that is back, you see, oh, okay, this enemy is back. Like, it makes sense, it feels different. It's a perception issue. And if you cannot create a good perception of what you are using again, then the game is bad, because like you are getting, like you're not getting a good sentiment from it. Castlevania had the same. Yeah, if the enemy doesn't change and if the game is great, it's enough. It's fine. Castlevania SOTN turn the map upside down. Don't. The game is double the length. Crap! I got distracted. No! I'm gonna die to time. Will I die to time? Give me a second. Let me get away from this ghost. and then I'll pause and I'll read everything. Barely made it, okay. I hated that, by the way. What do you think of it? I don't like reverse maps. It always felt clunky to me. I was not a fan. But I don't know. I have very few memories of old Castlevania games. I played them years ago in my quest to play all Castlevanias, and some I just played really quickly. Some I did enjoy a lot, some I didn't enjoy too much, so there are faint memories of stuff. I remember not liking the map upside down, it felt bad, but I played very recently. So I have remembered it. It's really bad. I see. Like, for example, another game I played recently, that it's a modern game, quote unquote modern, but I talked about this before. I played for the first time Dark Souls 1, which is a game that came out in 2011, if I recall correctly, or 2014, I think 2011, but it's an old game. It's at least 11 years old, if not older, and it's a good game. It's a freaking good game. And I remember back then people was more focused about the game being hard than the game being good. But the game is really good. Yeah, 2011, I recall correctly then. And when I played, like, I don't recall what was the latest, like, game of that style that I played. But I remember being so disappointed, like, being so sad of how bad the game was, that I thought I would never touch a game like that again. And I started to play these old games like Dark Souls and now this game, and I don't think it's nostalgia. Like, yeah, nostalgia plays a role in getting you into the game, but what keeps you into the game is not nostalgia, because if the game is bad, you're not going to stay on it. Like, I don't know, guys, if you have had this happen to you in the past, but recently I replayed Donkey Kong 64, and when I was a kid, I loved that game. And now I replayed it and I hated it. The controls are stupid. Like, the bonus stages are boring. Like, everything is so bad in that game. And yeah, I played it for nostalgia and I stopped playing it because it was shit. It's not because I have nostalgia for Castlevania. They are so much better than most Metroidvanias I played. Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe a game drags you in for nostalgia, but if the game is bad, the nostalgia goes away pretty quickly. And unless you're like a diehard or like you have some issues, I don't know. But for me, nostalgia is just a drawing factor, but not an staying factor. And I came to realize this with Donkey Kong 64 and with other games I've been playing. Like, I feel like games today have lost their essence. Like, they all feel like they come from the same mold. You know what I mean? It's like it's a mass production issue. Like, every game feels the same. That happened to me as well. Sonic games, for example, I have nostalgia for them. And they weren't that good. Yeah, and they aren't that good. Exactly, like, sometimes we remember things fondly, and then when we get into them, we realize, like, oh, I should have stayed with my memories. Like, sometimes it's not worth giving into nostalgia. I think it's true for big games, but I get the feeling from some indie games. Yeah, I agree. Indie games have more soul. Oh shit, I missed the midpoint. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, indie games feel like they have more soul, and I think it's not just a feeling, is a fact, for one simple thing. Indie developers don't have the money, don't have the investors, don't have the pressure like AAA have, so they can stay true to their concept, they can stay true to their ideals and what they want. They make games they think are fun. They are not making a game because it will sell more, they are making it because they believe it's fun. Metroidvanias are the closest because they follow a legacy, if they are done well. Some Castlevania, some Metroid, and some Hollow Knight. I don't know, like, to be honest, I'm not very experienced with modern Metroidvania games. But what I can tell you is, I miss games feeling original. I miss discovering games for the first time, because sometimes I go into games and I feel like I have played this before, even if I haven't, because they all feel the same. Like when I played Dark Souls, I was enjoying that game so much, I went blind into it, and discovering everything one step at a time. It felt so good. But nowadays, like, sometimes I go into a game, I play 10 minutes of it, and it's like, okay, I know what I have to do, because I've done this 10 times in other 10 games that are the same. Like, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I like Wuthering Waves a lot. I'm still playing it, but I was so burnt out of Genshin Impact, which is a game I'm never touching again, but I was so burnt out of it that I don't have any drive to actually play Wuthering Waves. Sometimes I play it and it's like, I've done this exploration before, I've done these puzzles, I've done everything. Like, is it worth my time to go through all of this again just to collect characters that I don't even have a guarantee that I will be able to collect, to get suboptimal stuff because everything's locked behind a paywall or a stupid grind? So like, I think I am starting to value my time more now. It depends on what you're looking for, but if you like Dark Souls, I think you will enjoy the other ones as well. Have you tried Hollow Knight, by the way? I 100% started. I haven't tried Hollow Knight. It's in my wishlist in Steam. I wish to try it. I've seen it, looks amazing, but I haven't had the chance to play it. I think I would like to play Elden Ring. It looks amazing. Dark Souls 3 too. Dark Souls 2, it feels off to me. It feels off. There is some stuff there that I have seen that is like, ugh, I don't want to do that. But yeah, like Souls-like games, I'm pretty interested in playing. Hollow Knight is the closest to Dark Souls 1 feeling I got from a game. Yeah, like I said, like I would be interested because it has some elements that it may have nothing to do with it, but I don't know why. Crap. It brings to my mind Order of Ecclesia. I don't know why. It gives me that feeling of Order of Ecclesia. And that Castlevania is probably one of my favorites. It's such a good game. And if Hollow Knight comes even close to Order of Ecclesia, I would be so pleased. I don't know how many hours I played of Order of Ecclesia and I never got bored of it. You should. It's an amazing game. It's a beautiful game too. Shanoa is probably one of the best main characters for Castlevania. It's just such a good game. Honestly, I wouldn't mind you playing Hollow Knight on stream. I would love to. The issue is that I'm broke. Like I'm truly broke. I'm looking for a job because because I need the money, obviously. But the job market right now it's really bad. I can't find a job. Hopefully next week I have some interviews, so hopefully next week I get a job. But it's hard. Right now it's really hard. But I have faith that I will get a job and everything's gonna be fine. It's just gonna take time. But sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's really painful. Like the waiting and the expectations and everything. It's sometimes it gets really heavy. But it's part of the process. Yeah, I know. It's fine. I try to not worry too much about it, but we're human, so we worry about the stuff. Even if we know that everything's gonna be fine at the end, we worry anyways. It's part of the human nature. Ah, crap. So yeah, like, but who knows, like, I expect the channel, like, I never expected the channel to make any money. It's still not making enough money for me to receive payments from YouTube. But who knows, like, maybe in the future I can invest the little money that the channel generates into making content for the channel, like acquiring new games. Like, I wouldn't mind reinvesting the money that the channel makes into the channel. Like, that would be the ideal. Yeah, Black Cave is getting bigger, and I feel pretty confident that everything's gonna be fine. Like, one way or another, I will find my way, you know. But yeah, it's a matter of patience. I have a degree, I have certificates and other valuable knowledge, so time is all I need, hopefully. But in the meanwhile, we can have fun with these games. Oh, this stage is a pain. So we are in constant descent in this stage, and we don't see too much ahead of us, so we have to react fairly quickly to dodge everything. Yeah, exactly. We're here to have fun. And the truth is that, like, in the end, guys, who knows how long we're gonna be here, you know? The world is such a messy place right now, between wars and everything. Like, everything could end tomorrow, and we are just worrying about the most mundane stuff. So yeah, we have to enjoy the little time we have to enjoy. And for me, this is always a very enjoyable time. Like, even if when I get the job eventually, I will not stop streaming, I will not stop making the videos, because I enjoy it a lot. It's just fun. Even if I never make any money from it, it's just something I enjoy a lot. Like, it's a good space to have, you know? Being able to share your own interests with other people that also share your interests. Sometimes, like, it's hard to find people that share your interests in real life. So having a wider avenue to do so, thanks to the internet, is one of the few great things about the internet. You can find like-minded people. like, there are some YouTube channels I follow. Not much though, I don't follow YouTube in general. But it's always interesting to see channels of people that share their interests. Yeah, there is little people like me where I live, if any. Yeah, the same is for me, like, my friends, like, I share many interests with my friends, but many doesn't mean all, so yeah, like, there is always another avenue, and this is a good avenue for me to share this kind of interest. And yeah, it's cool to see that even if it's few people, there is people that is also interested in this stuff and wants to share their interest with me. This is a really hard jump. Oh crap, I failed the jump. Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the streams. That's the most important thing, you know. But yeah, like, I wish that I could stream for longer, because one of the issues of the stream is that I don't have too much time to stream. Like right now I'm pushing it. Like, it's been 2 hours. I should be ending the stream like soon-ish, because I need to cook and stuff. But if I could stream for longer, it would be easier for the people that wants to watch the stream, because I've seen people in the comments like, oh, I missed this stream, like, I hope to make it to the next, or like people when I make the announcements in the community tab, like, oh, I hope I can make it in time, and it's like, ah, crap, I wish I could do it for longer, because I know some people miss it for like 10 minutes or for an hour. Like, if I could do it for longer, no one would have to miss it. But we all do what we can, so I stay for longer. But if you can help it, yeah, exactly. Like, also I appreciate that, like, there is not an expectation from the people that watch us for me to stream for like who knows how many hours, or to do who knows what, and that's a relief, you know. I've seen people that fail to meet expectations and go into depression and all that stuff, so not having expectations on me, even myself, I don't put any expectations on the streams, so that's always a relief and makes everything easier. I think I actually enjoyed at the absolute last moments of the stream on the last one. Did you wrote anything? I think I recall you being in the last one, but I don't know. My memory is pretty faulty, so I could be remembered wrong. Sometimes I remember stuff completely wrong, and that's really funny. Today I could make this stream because it's not. Ah, yeah. Today is not a work day, and the gym is closed. I see. Yeah, it's a holiday. By the way, Miguel, if you feel more comfortable writing in Spanish, feel free to do so. It's completely fine. The Spanish is my mother tongue anyways, together with Italian, so if you feel more comfortable with Spanish, write in Spanish. I will answer to you in English, like in respect to everyone else, but write in the language you feel more comfortable with. Like, I don't speak Turkish or like Indonesian or like, but if I could, like, I wouldn't mind people writing in their own language. No, I didn't. You were ending the stream, so I didn't want to interrupt. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the last try at this level, and if I fail, that's gonna be it, and that's gonna be it. Crap. Okay, no, but I really need to go because I have to cook. Guys, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm actually pretty on par with my English and my mother tongue language, so it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, that was a try. No, don't worry, Miguel. It's not your English. Your English is not terrible. I'm just trying to make it easier for you. It's not that it's terrible. It's just to make it easier for you. Like, I can understand what you're writing, but if you feel more comfortable with Spanish, you can do it too. Like, I don't want I don't want you to struggle to convey what you mean. So yeah, like, it's completely fine. If you want to practice your English, that's fine too. So don't worry about it. Like, it's not your mother tongue, so the fact that you can make a coherent phrase in English is already more than a lot of people can do. So do not worry too much about it. Grammar, it's something that you can work on in time, but you don't need to worry about it. We're just having a conversation, and if you want to make a point in Spanish, you can make it in Spanish. If you want to make a point in English, you can make it in English. Just feel free to do so. But that's it for me. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope everyone enjoyed the game, the topics of Blue Archive, gaming in general and stuff. And see you next time. Bye bye.